Go for broke. It's the motto of the Nice soldiers, the 100th Infantry Regiment that fought the Germans in World War II. The motto means, don't hold anything back in everything that you do. One soldier of this unit, PFC Sadeo Munamori, did exactly that on the battlefield in April of 1945 when he took a German position single-handedly and dove on a grenade to save 2 of his soldiers' lives. I had the honor of serving in the Reserve Center in Vicenza, Italy, that is named after him for 3 years. I've also been to the battle site in Seravezza, Italy, where he died. I've also seen the monument in Pietrasanta in northern Tuscany, Italy, that has his monument. The significance of his actions are that he saved 2 of his soldiers' lives. His unit was able to successfully take Sorretta Hill and win their campaign. 32 days after his unit took that campaign, Allied troops were able to push through Italy into Central Europe, and Germany surrendered. The war in Europe was over. PFC Munamori was a Japanese American who joined the army before the war even began. Despite prejudices against his family, he still chose to fight as an infantryman, go to Europe, and gave his life to save his fellow soldiers. In honor of his sacrifice, there's monuments and structures that bear his name in Italy and America still today. Born on 17 August 1922, PFC Munamori joined the Army at the age of 19. He's very proud of his service and thought he would do very well. He famously told his sister Yeko, "When I grow up, they're going to name a ship after me." In November of 1942, he was selected for the Military Intelligence Language School, but despite giving up the rank of technical sergeant to become a private first class, he chose instead to become an infantryman and fight in the war instead. He went to basic training at Camp Shelby, Mississippi in May of 1943. Upon completion of basic training, he went to fight in the European campaign. He participated in the Rome-Arnoux offensive in Italy. He fought in the Vosges Mountain campaign in France. And he fought in the Gothic Line campaign in northern Italy. In April of 1945, the Allied troops pushed through the German Gothic Line defenses. That was the last stronghold to block the Allied advancement into northern Europe. PFC Munamori's unit was tasked with launching a surprise attack to take the famed German Kesselring machine gun line. On April 5th of 1945, PFC Munamori made a single-man daring charged attack against 2 German defensive positions, destroying both positions with grenades. Upon returning to a safe position after defeating the Germans in that area, a German grenade bounced off his helmet and landed next to 2 of his fellow soldiers. Without hesitation, he dove onto the German grenade, shielding its blast from his fellow soldiers, saving their lives, sacrificing his own life in the process. His actions that day awarded him the Medal of Honor, becoming the first Japanese American to win this medal and the only one during World War II. On 13 March of 1946, his mother was presented with his Medal of Honor at Evergreen Cemetery, where he is buried in Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Freeway I-105 and I-405 interchange was renamed in his honor. The Pietrasanta city in northern Tuscany in Italy has a monument dedicated to him. The Vicenza and Los Angeles Army Reserve Centers were both renamed in his honor. And fulfilling his proclamation that he made to his sister, in October of 1947, his sister stood on the deck of the USNS Sadeo S. Munamori naval ship at its commissioning ceremony. The impact of his actions that day saved 2 of his fellow soldiers' lives and allowed his unit to successfully advance on their position and allowed the Allied forces to defeat Germany in World War II. Despite the prejudices he faced as a child, and he still chose to fight for his country, gave the ultimate sacrifice to save his soldiers, defeated the Germans, and won the war. The citation on his Medal of Honor concludes his actions best. The words on his citation say, "By his swift, supremely heroic action, PFC Munamori saved 2 of his fellow soldiers at the cost of his own life and did much to clear the path for his company's victorious advance."